Let's do some examples of addition, subtraction, scalar multiplication of matrices. So these are just 2 by 2 matrices. So let's do A plus B and subtract them. Just try it if you're comfortable with everything before we get going. All right, so we want to calculate those. So we have A plus B is 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to add -1, 0, 2, -3. And you add corresponding elements. All right, so you can just do it in your head, adding those corresponding elements. And you will get 0, 2, 5, and 1. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And then subtract A minus B. And you can just, when it's simple, just look at it. And it's that order, so A minus -B. I think let's just write it out. In this case, we'll write out each step. 1 minus -1, 2 minus 0, 3 minus 2, and 4 minus -3. Calculate those. And that's, of course, the difference. So that's 2, 2, 1, 7. Then when you do the -2a plus b, you really can do it in either order, because you can add these so we know what that is, and then multiply by -2, or you can distribute. So let's just do both, just to test it. So if I do -2 times a plus b, that's -2 times, when then we already added a plus b. It's 0, 2, 5, 1. So you just multiply and you get 0, -4, -10, -2. Or you can distribute -2a plus b. It's going to be -2a minus 2b. And you can multiply each one of those. So it'd be -2 times a, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then plus -2 times your b, which is -1, 0, 2, -3. So that's equal to -2, -4, -6, -8. And then plus 2, 0, -4, and 6. Okay, so you get 0, -4, -10, and -2. You add those up. Is that the same as above? And yes, it is. Okay, so yes, you should get the same, of course. All right, so that's some simple arithmetic of matrices. Let's look at multiplication. This is going to be a little different. All right, so let's take a look at multiplication of matrices. All right, so could think it's going to be simple, but it really is not. I mean, it's simple, but not. We don't just multiply entries. It doesn't really do us any good. So it kind of comes from what allows us to do stuff in the future. So you got to keep that in mind when you do these. So the best way to show this is by example. So we're going to let A be the matrix 1, -2, 3, 2, 4, 0. And then we're going to let B be the matrix. So what size is that matrix? So it's 2 rows by 3 columns. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. Very important, keep that in mind. And then B is -1, 1, 3, 0, -2, 4. Like that. All right, so then when you multiply, okay, so this is a 3 by 2. What you get then is, first of all, this needs to match. Okay, so the inside has to match like that. Okay, so those need to be equal. So that must match. And then the outside is your result. So the result of this product is going to be a 2 by 2. Okay, so that will be a 2 by 2, and that's your result. Okay, you'll see how that works. So before we actually do that, just write that statement down. So to multiply matrices AB, the column of A must equal the row in B. The result will be a 2 by 2. So it will be a 2 by 2. So let's look at these down here. So you have, let me see if I have any more room here. Move this up a little bit. So we have A times B, go way over here. Do A times B is, so write them all down. We got to write all these down. 1, -2, 3, 2, 4, 0. And then times the matrix -1, 1, 3, 0, -2, 4. All right. I don't know if that paused in the middle or not. We'll just keep going. So you multiply this row by this column first, and that's your first entry. So we're going to say this is equal to, and leave plenty of space over here. So it's it's going to be -1, or 1 times -1 plus -2 times 3, 3 times -2. And that's your first entry. And your second entry is this row times this column. So you go across. So it's 1 times -1 plus -2 times 3 plus 3 times -2. Then you do this row times this column. So that'll be 1 times 1 plus negative 2 times 0 plus 3 times 4. And then your next will be down here. So you're going to do this times here, and then this row times this column. So you get 2 negative 1 plus 4 times 3 plus 0 times negative 2, and then 2 times 1, 4 times 0, and 0 times 4. And we simplify all that. And we get, and I'll just go ahead and simplify that, but you should get negative 13, 13, 10, and 2. And you can see your result is a 2 by 2. All right, so then with all that, try these. And then I'll have them written up, but I'm not going to go through them. So follow that pattern and see if you can get the rest. Okay, so here's your A. These will be a little simpler. We'll just do A and B, both 2 by 2s. And let's calculate A times B, B times A, and A squared. Now just remember, A squared means A times A. So do that calculation. I'll have it written up next time, or in the notes. We'll see. Okay, I think that's good. We'll do a few more examples. I'll have a few more examples that I'll put up for you to try. And then we'll go on to 6.4, which is inverse matrices and the matrix equation. All right, I think that's it.